Stealing isn't just okay. It's good. A couple years ago, my wife and I went on a trip with some friends, and we ended up in a used bookstore in Carbondale, Illinois. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not much of a reader. I'm trying to get better about it. I'm trying to read more. That's like my New Year's resolution every year, is to read more books than I did last year. But at this point in my life, I was not really reading ever. And so I was kind of killing time while everyone else was actually looking and finding books. But I did stumble upon a book that caught my attention. It was called Steal Like an Artist. And I was really curious about this book, and it only cost $4. And so I decided to buy it. So the book focuses on stealing ideas, taking ideas from other people, turning them into your own. I think an alternate title for it could be How to Steal Ideas the Right Way. And so I think as a creative, that's an incredibly valuable skill to have. And when I reread the book recently, 4 things really stuck out to me. And so we're going to talk about those. The first thing is that no idea is original. Austin talks about this a lot at the beginning of the book, about how everyone is inspired by someone else. Every idea is inspired by another idea. And I think accepting this when you're a creative or an artist of any kind is a really great step into feeling freedom in creating. Because if you're spending all your time and your energy trying to come up with an idea that is totally original, that is something totally unique that's never been done before, you're just going to be doing that. That's what you're going to spend all your time doing, instead of getting out there and creating things and having fun and doing what the things you want to do. So if you accept that no idea is original, then you have to question where your inspiration comes from. Austin brings up a quote in the book from Gauthier, I think that's how you say it. And he says, "We are shaped and fashioned by what we love." And when looking for inspiration to create, I think that is a great place to start. Find what you love. Find the people you love, the books you love, the movies you love, the shows you love, the games you love, anything. Find what you love and let that inspire you. So for this one, I've got a great way you can start building inspiration right now. In the book, Austin calls it building your artist family tree. So find one artist, one filmmaker, one photographer, one writer, whatever, that you love. You love their work, you're interested in their work, you want to learn more about it. And study them, study their work, read their books, watch their movies, look at their photographs, whatever, listen to interviews with them, all that stuff. And once you feel like you've learned everything you can from them, find an artist that they like and do the same thing, and just keep going. You'll find new pieces of art, new movies, new books, new everything that you never would have found before by doing this. And so once you build this artist family tree, you're gonna be able to pull ideas from all these different people, all these different pieces, all this different art. You're gonna be able to put it into your own idea. And so while the idea itself might not be original, the way that you put it together is what is original, because no one's gonna have all the same parts as you. The second thing is master productive procrastination. I'll admit it, I am a procrastinator. I'm shooting this right now on Wednesday. I'm going to edit this tomorrow on Thursday, and then I'm going to post it on Friday. I wrote the video on Saturday. I should have shot it on Sunday and edited it on Monday. But I didn't do that. I procrastinated it, and now I'm filming it on Wednesday and editing it the day before it goes out. Austin talks about in the book, a lot of artists, a lot of other creatives are procrastinators as well. And he has found this method that he calls productive procrastination that has helped him a lot, and it's been helping me a lot lately too. So the first rule of productive procrastination is to have multiple projects going on at once. Now, I know that goes against a lot of advice out there. Most people would tell you to lock in, focus on one thing. Once you're done with that, move on to the next. But I'll be honest, that doesn't really work for me. There's multiple times I kind of get bored with a project, or we hit some roadblocks that are going to take some time. And so in those periods, I'm just not working on anything usually. And so this idea of productive procrastination allows me to have multiple things going on at the same time. And when I'm really interested in a certain project, I can focus on it, I can move in that direction, I can move that project along. But if we hit a roadblock that's going to take some time to clear, or I'm starting to get bored of it, then I can turn and focus on something else. And instead of just sitting there waiting for that roadblock to be gone, or for me to feel inspired and interested in that project again, and just waiting there and doing nothing, I have another project to work on, and I have something to do. And so that really is where the magic of productive procrastination lies, in that instead of wasting time not doing anything, I have these other projects that I can go to that renew my interest and that bring me new energy. And then once I'm getting tired of those, or I hit a roadblock or whatever, I can bounce back to the original one and we're still moving along. The third point I really liked in the book is that geography is no longer our master. Austin talks about in the book creating the world around you that you want to live in. And we talked about in the first point, finding the things that you love. Well, this point really revolves around surrounding yourself with the things you love. So surrounding yourself with the art, the books, the movies, the people that you love, you'll really start to see wherever you live right now in a new light. So while you're surrounding yourself with the things that you love, you might also need a community of people. You know, as a filmmaker, we need other people. We can't do this thing alone. And so we need a community. And I live in Arkansas, and I didn't think that there really was a filmmaking community until I seeked it out and I found it. And there is a large filmmaking community here, and I've met a lot of great people through that. But I've also started to kind of try and build my own community of people that I really enjoy collaborating with and that we can collaborate consistently on things. And I've had such a great time doing that. I've had new friendships come because of that. And there's just a lot of great things that can come from building your own community rather than trying to get into one that already exists. And I promise you, no matter where you are, there are people out there that want to help you, that are interested in helping you, and you can build the community where you are right now. That moves perfectly into our next point. There's no better career or artistic advice than just be nice. You will get opportunities just because you're nice, because there are a lot of people out there that aren't, and if you are, people will remember that. So a great example of this happened for me recently. When I was in college, I wanted more experience on sets, and so I knew a guy that was starting a production company. He was making different short films for people, so I worked for him for free 4 or 5 different times. And then when I had to create a short film for my senior project, I kind of called in all those favors. I had people that I'd worked on sets for them. They came and worked on sets for me. And so a guy that directed one of those short films came and worked on my senior project. And then a few weeks ago, he hits me up and says, you know, he has a friend who wrote a script and he wanted me to direct it. So being nice will get you opportunities. I'm living proof of it. It has happened to me multiple times. That's just the most recent time. So please, please, please be nice. Because if you're not, it'll get around. So for me, those are the biggest takeaways in Steal Like an Artist. There's a lot of good stuff in this book. It's not very long. It's a pretty small book. So you should definitely pick it up. You should definitely check it out. Before I end the video, I just want to say next week, we're putting out the first Highway 7 short film. It's called Squatter. We created it last year for the 48 Hour Film Project. Zach and I put a team together. We had an amazing team. We had so much fun making this. We had fun showing it at the 48 Hour Film Project premiere. We showed it at the Persistence of Vision Film Festival at the beginning of this year. And we've had fun doing that, but we kind of just want to get it out there now. So we're posting it next week. You can go ahead and get notified for when it premieres now. You can watch the trailer on our page right now. And so I just wanted to put that out there and let you guys know so that you can support it next week. We had an amazing team. They deserve all the awards and stuff they've already won, but they also deserve all the support they can get. So please, next week, be ready for Squatter. We're going to post videos talking about it in the weeks after, but that comes out next week. So thanks, guys, and talk soon.